This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16, and it reads, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Yahweh being the name of the Father who the world even calls God. Yahweh, meaning He exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name Yahushai, who the world even calls Jesus Christ. Yahushai, meaning He is salvation. Bahashem, in the name Rakah Kwadash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of the own eyes through the four corners of earth. To the Akwathim, listen, learn in sincerity and in truth and in silence, Shalom. Akyam, meaning brothers, Akwathim, meaning sisters, Shalom, meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto, here with another lesson. By now, we'll get right into it. By now, the news circulating is this event, this event that took place a few hours ago. Former President Donald Trump was safe after shooter opened fire just minutes into his rally in Pennsylvania on Saturday. One spectator was deleted, and another person was also injured, right? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, whether it's staged or not, right? The outcome, the elites seek one outcome, right? Total destabilization of Babylon the Great, America the Great. It says here on Guardian News, shooter opened fire on Trump from rooftop with AR-style rifle, report. The shooter at the Trump rally fired as many as 8 rounds from an AR-style rifle while perched on a rooftop adjacent to the venue, law enforcement sources told ABC News. The shooter was 200 to 300 yards away at the time of the gunfire, the sources said. Republicans accuse Biden of instigating shooting at Trump rally. Right? The left versus the right, the red versus the blue. Trump says he was hit by a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. Right? A lot of news is out. Right? But we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Right? The Wizard of Oz, behind the curtain, the puppet master, is pulling strings. Right? Ultimately, beginning with our elder apostles on down, beginning with elder apostle Tahar, elder apostle Gabar, elder apostle Ramlab, elder apostle Rakah, been telling you that civil unrest is coming to Babylon the Great, America the Great. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Right, and once again, stage or not, the elites want one outcome. Ultimately, it's the will of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. He wants an outcome, right? But prophecies are manifesting, man. Right? The vision, the vision is speaking. Scripture say at the end it shall speak. Right? Where was I going? I was going Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19:01, it reads, the burden of Egypt, spiritual Sodom, America. Behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, the chariot. Right, when the Lord returns, he's coming with chariots, the hosts of heaven. And shall come into Egypt, right, America. These chariots are going to crack the sky. America the Great, Babylon the Great. And the idols of Egypt, the idols of America, do as thou wilt. Worship what you want. Be a mole, be a Skittles kid. Change your plumbing. The mighty dollar. Pride. Loving of self. Serapis Christos. Buddha, Kemet. Shall be moved at his presence. The presence of who? Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, the chariots. The Lord's coming to destroy this place with the laser beams from the chariots, with the world everybody calls UFOs, and thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles being fired off from one end of the earth. Gog, Magog, Russia, right? China, Pakistan, India, to the west. And the heart being mind of Egypt, America, shall melt in the midst of it. Here's the point. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's civil unrest. Left versus right. Blue versus red. Democrat versus Republican. Good old boys versus the Biden supporters. Right? Edomites versus Jake. And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, and right now we're seeing the stage being set for civil unrest. Right? The Republicans are already blaming the Democrats for what took place a few hours ago. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Right? Draweth nigh. It's coming. Sword being a killing instrument. Destruction. Civil unrest. Neighbor against neighbor. City against city. Political alliance against political the political right against the political left. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. They're going to be armed with weapons. The sword is a killing instrument. And what's the modern day sword? That man was allegedly a man was perched on top of a roof, 300 yards away from the rally, and he fired off some. For there shall be sedition among men. Sedition is rebellion. And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Right, the rebellion. People aren't going to be listening to law and order and what your local mayor has to say, what your governor has to say, what your MP has to say, your local politician, the police chief. Right, martial law, shelter in place. They're not gonna care. The people aren't gonna listen. It's gonna be anarchy. It's gonna be chaos. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. They're going to be doing what they want. The law of the land will be violence. Right? That movie Civil War that came out a few months ago. Predictive programming. Right? It was American against American. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Checkpoints. 15-minute cities, right? Show us your papers. What's your zip code? What's your postal code? What's the first 3 digits of your license plate? You're not supposed to be in this area. Your QR code says you belong in another area. What are you doing here? You're not allowed here. Military roadblocks, right? And they did a dry run with the serpent piss. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? Grown men are going to be afraid in that day, right? Anarchy, chaos, all hell breaking loose. You think it ain't coming? Listen, Babylon sneezes, Canada catches a cold. A family member of mine, because it's a hot topic, this Trump thing. Family member of mine sent me a text saying he's glad he lives in Canada. Right? Canada's turning into a dictatorship. Right? Censorship is going to rule up here in Canada. Oppression is going to get much worse. Violence is going to go off the charts. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right? A man's not going to care if he's your neighbor, if he knew you, he went to work with you, co-worker. You guys do the lottery pool in the office. You do your pagan secret Santa gifts during pagan holidays. Not going to care that he knew you. Either your kids go to school together, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right? That's home invasion. The sword being a killing instrument. The stick, the blicky, the heater, and spoil their goods. Robbery, taking your shit. We want your water, we want your canned goods, we want your clothes, and we'll take your wife while we're at it. That's how these militias are going to be taking, these marauders are going to be behaving. Because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, right? Food scarcity and great tribulation, a time like no other. Right? These are the times that are coming. Right? What we're seeing and what we're witnessing is the build-up. The puppet masters, the Wizard of Oz is behind the curtain, pulling the strings. Right? We're witnessing the fire sale, the filing of Chapter 11 bankruptcy of the corporation being Babylon the Great, America the Great. Right? When a corporation is deemed no longer profitable, the board members file Chapter 11. They fire sale, they liquidate everything. And that's what we see happening to America the Great, Babylon the Great. So with that, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone to teach well and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.